Welcome. I want to add to that disclaimer that this show contains profanity, cannabis consumption, sensitive topics. We do not mean to offend anybody. It's for entertainment purposes only. Welcome back to the Cana Kick It podcast, the show that's about that THC. I'm your host, Swipe God, and the gentleman to my right is MC. Uh, he's a my brother-in-law, and a cool dude, show you suck.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And the gentleman to my right has been on the show multiple times.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this my rappy on the low. He don't know it that. He don't know it, yo. You know what I'm saying? He a producer,
Keep it cool.
All around good guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good king.
Good kid, right.
Yes, sir.
It's good yeah. So what's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling this evening?
Chilling.
Lovely.
How was y'all week?
Man, get through the grind. Now it's time to unwind.
That's right.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, let's get to this. You cool? You good? Yeah. So I'm gonna start with you, man. When you start smoking weed? What age?
I didn't really start. I think I tried it for the first time. I was probably like 13 or 14. But I didn't really start smoking until I was like 28, 29 for real.
Oh, okay.
Did you hit a phone for the first time?
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. What was that? 37-17?
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Good King?
First time I ever hit green was about the same time, 30 years old,
Oh, y'all some late.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't really, in that type of move. And then one day just checked it out. You know what I mean?
That's how it was. It just unlocked one day. I was just like, fuck it, let's get it.
Nah, actually, it was some negative stuff. I had a
Okay.
girlfriend situation, really was bogus, and a couple of events behind that was kind of. I told my man, and it hit around my birthday.
Okay.
I was like, man, let's just go get a little dub or something. You know what I mean? And been smoking every day ever since. You know what I mean?
Oh, my bad. Oh, man. The guy on the boards today, Ace Vito, in the background.
What's good?
Right.
And we got Heat Detector.
Hey.
Right.
We got Nas Reno in the cut.
Hey.
Yeah.
So we got a full house, y'all. We got a full house.
That's
So now that y'all became smokers, how much weed do y'all think y'all smoke on a daily basis?
I tell you, about 2 blunts at least. At least 2 blunts. The weekends, it turned out to be a free for all.
What about you, Show?
I'll say like I'll probably roll up a joint and it'll last me. It'll last me until the next day for real. But I'm also like hitting the pen throughout the day too.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't be going, I don't be facing blunts or nothing like that. But yeah, if I roll a joint, the joint will last me through the day. Probably
sir.
going into the next day, the next morning for real.
I feel you.
But I am smoking all day.
Oh, they changed the game with the pen.
Yeah. What about you, Ace Vito?
Yeah, I usually just hit a chill a couple times, man.
Okay.
Once I feel that shit, I'm saying I go back in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah, me, man. Shit, I'm about 3 or 4 strong every day. Every day. Got to.
I think it depends on whether you use the paraphernalia or whether you're a roll up person.
Yeah.
Like if you are really a person that like to roll up blunts, joints or whatever, you might run through a little bit more. But if you get to the bowl status, you might get like 1 or 2 bowls and be good.
Yeah, man, I be trying, man. I be trying. I be hitting that motherfucker, man. I got bowls, shit. I got bowls, shit. Yeah, look. I got a motherfucking tumbler.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? And a bone,
Yes,
goddammit.
sir.
Shit, I be
Right.
trying, man, but I just can't. I don't know. I just can't. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
kick the fucking tobacco, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, just
Yeah.
natural, you know, but man, it's just something to it, you know. Somebody just gotta have that motherfucking blig in my head, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what? It's funny. I mean, I love rolling up, but I'm for real only hitting it like 2 or 3 times. Then I put it out. But I hold it in my hand
Yeah, yeah.
for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's actually what they say is the hardest part of smoking is like a asphyxiation you develop. It's, that's why a lot of people don't get to bowls. That's why if you get you a bowl like this is actually a bowl I have with a joint, but you can hold it like a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? It keep you, it give you that same feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't, you get to chill, sit back like you said.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's y'all go-to strain? What's you're MC. What's your go-to strain when you're in the studio?
I'm a for real like what you got kind of person. Like,
Okay, okay.
Feel you.
if someone say they got headband, then I'm like, wow, let me like, I love headband, but I'm not no strain snob by any means. Like, I'm a type like I can't even tell. I can't. I seen headband. That's like the only thing that I can like taste and know that it's headband. But everything else, the how something tastes and how
The terpenes and all
yeah, it's kind of lost on me still.
Yeah, I get
I ain't developed a taste for that. Even though I've been, smoking for a while, but I'm like that with alcohol too. Like I can't
Yeah.
tell alcohol from each other. I just don't.
right.
I just don't have the palate for that. Yeah, I don't know if I ever will get it, but
Mhm.
if you got headband, that my ears, I perk up. But other than that, I was like, whatever you got, let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that too. I just deal with the actual strand. So like I know I'm a indica heavy,
Okay.
you know, but if it's morning and you want to run, you need to get a sativa, you know what I mean? That way you can, because that's going to get you motivated. That's going to push you out the door. You roll you a blunt or some indica in the morning, you might not leave the crib. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, HBO?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm trying to be motivated, Bubba Kush, bro.
Oh,
That
shit.
shit,
Okay,
What's up?
that's what's
you know
up.
what I'm saying? That gets you creative too.
Yeah, yeah.
Rhyming, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mostly fucks with indicas though. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
That way.
Right. Dude, please don't talk to me like a child.
No, I
Got
wasn't
you.
trying to. I was trying to
Got you. Got you.
Y'all was looking at.
Right.
Okay. All right. We probably just expounded on this earlier, but what's y'all weapon of choice? Blunts, joints, bones, or edibles?
I'm a joint for sure. I mean, I'm hitting everything.
Mm.
I'm hitting everything.
Shout out Mr. 20%. What's good, folks? What's good with you, bro? What you smoking on, man?
What's up?
Butterscotch OG.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ugly.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, show you shit, what you got? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't really got no preference, you know, as long as it look good, smell good, and smoke good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
That's what it
yeah.
really be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just don't have no funny taste on it. You know what I'm saying? There's some of these people spraying stuff. So, watch out for them.
Yeah. You you ever hit the stage too high?
Honestly, nah. I didn't, man. You know what? Me and my bandmate Steve, I don't want to say necessarily we pride ourselves, but it's definitely like a mission between me and him to like see how much higher we can get and like still perform. But for me, performing one of them things, man, I lock in, bro. I lock in. Like, ain't too many things gonna shake me from being off my square performing. I don't drink crazy, so obviously being drunk totally throw me off. But high, I don't know. I ain't never been too high.
I should have rephrased that. You ever got so high and regretted it?
Not for a show, but in general, hell yeah. First time fucking with edibles.
Wow.
Typical edible shit. Um, I had it's like a bar of chocolate, but it's broken into 8 pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And usually, my assumption was that every block was like maybe 20, and that's kind of like my sweet spot for edibles. I hit a 20, and I still be smoking.
Mhm.
And this particular bar of chocolate was given to me by someone in the green room, and I took it home. After the show, and I broke off a block. I broke off one block, but then a half of another one came off with it. But I was like, all right, usually I'm down for 20. This is maybe 30.
Right.
I'm at the crib. Let's run it. So I eat it, and them typical stories how you don't feel nothing in an hour, so you take more. Nah, bro, I felt this shit. I felt it in like 15 minutes.
Wow.
15 minutes. I'm like, damn, this shit booming. And I pick up the wrapper and I turn it around, and every block is like 80. It's like 80 milligrams.
Yeah.
So I'm in there tripping, and now, and also on top of that, right? This is the first weekend. This is the first weekend I'm in the crib by myself. Like since we moved into this spot. My girl done went off. She done went off. I think she was on tour. She went on tour, and this is like the first weekend where it's just me. The first the guys weekend and shit. And my ass get instantly too fucking high.
Wow.
Fucking with the edibles. But on the stage though, man, I ain't never been too high on stage. Not been high as shit.
For me, it's these bongs, though. I don't mess too much with the bongs because the bongs, I done hit these bongs and fell on the ground before. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit that boy so hard that you just, boom. You know what I'm saying? I fell down on the ground, Jack. I don't mess with them. Or if you see if you do too much Fonto leaf, so you got a lot of tobacco mixing in with it. You know what I'm saying? You get them stomach ache or something, you know what I mean? And make you, I done got where I got to lay down. Like, man, I need to level myself off and lay down on the ground or it's going to be trouble. So that's about it for me. Like, other than that, I keep it copacetic. You know what I mean?
You ever got so high, Ace Vito, that you regretted it?
Yeah, a lot of times off of edibles.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Dude, got you. Sit there and look at your
Sometimes they
phone.
hit harder than others. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done took 100 milligrams before. Now it's fine.
Right.
Then I bump it up 125. I'm sitting over there doing somersaults on the couch trying to get comfortable. Fucking Sonic and shit.
Hey, that shuffle to get comfortable is crazy. That's my personal hell.
That's that wake up high. Mr. 20% say that's that wake up high. 1,000 milligrams or better on them edibles. I guess I don't know. I guess I ain't fucking with the edibles like y'all fuck with the edibles. Because every edible I done had, I'm like, what the fuck? And it's been milligrams. Like, didn't we have one that was
You've had 1,000 before.
yeah.
In a sitting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it did absolutely
Absolutely
Shit.
not.
I believe it though, man. You've been smoking long enough, shit.
I'm counting inhale and exhale and trying to figure out how to do both.
You said them dabs will kill you dead. Hell yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I fucks with the dabs.
I fucks with the dabs heavy.
I
The
fucks with
first, the first time I ever did a dab was the first night that Trump got elected.
Damn.
It was in Boston. I was on tour. It was in Boston.
Wow.
And first night we got into Boston his election, and the person who was housing us had this crazy ass condo like downtown Boston, looking over the city, and I was on some shit where like I wasn't necessarily avoiding dabs, but I heard so many crazy stories. Right, the first time I wanted to try have a dab is like back at the crib, not while I'm out.
Right.
Especially on the road and shit. But the night had got so insanely dire, I was just like, "Fuck it, let's get it."
Right. I feel you.
And that shit ran. That's just dabs are crazy. But I love me a dab, man. It's definitely a crazy exact science. When I had a dab rig, I was not following the exact science. I was burning them shit. You know, I was burning them shits up.
I ain't never really had no dabs. I mess with the resin pens, but not really no dabs. You know what I mean?
You ain't had no dab yet? Oh
Nah,
shit.
nah.
Yeah, the first time I had a dab, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. The second time I had a dab was actually on this show. Big Rob, shout out Rob, Big Rob.
Hey.
Man, that shit, honestly, that was like one of the best highs I've had, bro.
Wow.
Like, cause it was like smooth and like, you know, I knew I was like,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
Hey,
He needed that fucking mindset when Trump.
wow, that's crazy.
Where everybody streaming this song? Where everybody?
This
It's YouTube,
Oh, this is up. Shout out to everybody on YouTube.
YouTube,
yes,
Rumble.
yes, sir.
Shout
Oh,
out to
your Rumble.
everybody
That's
on
what's up.
YouTube, Rumble,
Yes, sir. Shout out
Facebook. If
to
y'all on Facebook, man, go on across the street, man. Go on over to YouTube, man. Hit the like and subscribe, bro.
yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah, if y'all feeling generous, hit that Cash App, $ heat detector.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
You know how it is. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
420. 420. The Prohibition Smoke Fest at Reggie's. Man, y'all better be there, bro. It's gonna be live. I know we gonna be there. The whole Unwrapped team gonna be there.
That's what's up.
Y'all need to get y'all tickets, bro. For real. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep, you gonna be there?
Try my best, depending on the 9 to 5 situation, you know what I mean? Job, but if I ain't got that going on, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Okay.
I'm pull on up to that thing, man. 419, we doing WrestleMania. Then 420, we at the what's the name of the joint?
Prohibition
We at
Smoke
the
Fest.
Prohibition Smoke Out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's my birthday too. 420 gang.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
You know what? It's wild. For so long, I used to tell people when my birthday was, and they would laugh, and I would had no idea what they was laughing.
That's hilarious.
You know how I learned? Well, I learned 420 was a weed smoking holiday. I learned that from what's cuz I was on Hypnotized Camp. T-Rock. He had an album called T-Rock 420. When I bought that album, that's how I found out 420 has something to do with weed. I had no idea for so long.
It's like you were predestined to be a smoker. Somebody just had to tune you in.
Right.
Hey, bro,
He just had to hit that
life
right
had to-
frequency.
Life had to whoop my ass enough.
Right. That's crazy.
Pastor?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can smoke with 3 people, dead or alive.
Damn. Mrs. Doubtfire,
Oh my God.
not Robin Williams.
Oh,
Mrs. Doubtfire. I just want to clarify that.
this nigga said Mrs. Doubtfire.
Know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact that Mrs. Doubtfire has entertained me for so many hours, for so many years, I owe her a roll up. You know?
Okay. Mrs. Doubtfire.
I was trying to think of 3 clowns like Buckwheat, Benson, and Jimmy Walker. That would be a high experience. You got a butler, joking, okay, Sammy. No, bye.
The first email I ever sent was to Jimmy Walker.
Oh, wow.
Did I ever tell you that? I didn't tell you that.
For real?
Yeah, bro. I found out we had the one computer in the school and it had the internet on it, right? And that's why I just found out about websites. To me, it was just like you can type in anything and there's a website for it, right? So I'm in the library and I type in, I was like, I wonder if JJ got a website. So I type in jimmywalker.com and cuz got a website, right? And it's got a section in there where you can contact them, you can email them. So I talked to my social studies teacher, and he tell me, he said, "Hey, you get Jimmy Walker to come here. You ain't got to do nothing else for the rest of the year." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I write an email to cuz. I put all that in the email. Hey, like, would you come to my school? I'm a huge fan. My social studies teacher said, if you come, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm passing. I'm a huge fan type shit. And this is before I knew that people were getting booked for appearances. I had no concept of that. Cuz hit me back with a number. With a price. Let me be clear. He hit me back with a price.
Wow.
And it had to be like 2000 or like this was like 8th grade. I didn't have no concept of paying no thousands for nothing, so I never responded back. But
Right.
that's my nigga's first email was to Jimmy Walker.
What's crazy to me about Jimmy Walker is like in real life he's a super conservative, and he was dating Ann Coulter.
What?
Yeah, y'all didn't know that. Like, dude in real life is like super conservative.
Dynamite?
Yeah.
You mean Dynamite?
Like a lot of times they said his political views used to mix with people different on the show back in the day.
Oh.
Like he do the Dynamite stuff, and when the camera turned off, he'd be like, yeah, "Okay, yeah, man, see." It's undynamite when the camera turned.
So you said Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah. We got 2 more, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to light up with, man. Who am I trying to light up with? Let me cook on that for a second.
What about you, HBO?
Probably Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
You know, this one. What was that? It wasn't how I half baked.
Mm.
Yeah.
Smoke on that hookah bomb.
Okay, Dave Chappelle. Who else?
Damian Marley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then might as well have Bob there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Guess maybe Sade.
Ooh, yeah.
I think Sade would be cool to smoke with.
Yeah.
Very, very, very charming. Very charming smoke session.
Y'all ever had Dirty Pete?
Dirty Pete.
No, I ain't never had Dirty Pete. What's that? Do expound on Dirty Pete.
Willie Nelson. Okay. Yeah, Willie
Bob
cool.
Marley.
You know what I'm saying? Bob Marley. Yeah.
I say Bob Marley. Was Sammy Davis Jr.? No, not Sammy Davis Jr. Red Fox
Okay.
and Snoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about man, I'm a huge Simone Biles fan. I love to smoke with Simone Biles. To me, that's my favorite athlete of all time, for real.
Simone Biles. If you out there, Simone Biles, a boy want to roll up with you.
Think she?
No, literally, that's all I want to do is smoke with her. I think she's an insane athlete, has entertained me for so long. I'm trying to roll one with Simone Biles.
You try to roll more than one with Simone Biles.
No,
the way that came off.
Oh, okay, well, that's not the
that
P I'm pushing.
Right.
This is strictly admiration.
Right.
Yeah. We'll have a old buddy for the Bears over here at the rap studio beating on the door like, where homie at? Here she go.
Right.
You say you can pull up too? Yeah. Okay. If you could own your own weed strain, what would you name it?
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I had to ponder on that one for a second.
Probably name it some revolving around endless soup and salad. You know what I'm saying? Soup salad breadsticks. You know, probably soup salad breadsticks. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm just trying to correlate it with things I love.
Right.
know?
I understand. Yeah,
That's where we
I
pulling
just
from.
wasn't expecting that.
Right. That's different. Wow.
Yeah, that's different. Hey, and the motherfucker say, yo, I got that super salad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man.
That's gonna be a nice herbal.
You know, you know, Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right.
We can do the whole chain restaurant line. We can do one called cheddar biscuits.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Right. I'm thinking Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Yeah. To infinity and beyond.
It's Vito.
And I was gonna say main event, man, but that was a good one.
Right.
Step up my game. I gotta
got to make it personal. You know? Something you love.
Damn, I just had it in my
Teleport.
head. Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you name?
What you going with?
I don't know if this a name already, but mine's gonna be named They're Coming, They're Coming.
Oh, this is gonna bring forth instant paranoia. Like, do not smoke this in your car.
Smoking in the car, you're putting yourself in the trunk.
That's hilarious.
Talk about why can't you put the key in the ignition? Lay it sideways and shit.
Hey, I don't remember the steering wheel being this close to my face. Looking at the spare tire.
Shit.
Oh,
What's
wow.
the wildest shit y'all seen when y'all was high? I know this video got some stories. I already know. This video could probably tell a story for each one of us.
I know I'm not supposed to be on the show, but I got one.
Yeah.
I went to the Shrine and Circus, and I saw a baby elephant's vagina. You can never fucking unsee that. Like they had the baby, they had her like they were doing tricks, and they were like supposed to be rolling over, and she just was like, "Yeah, I'll fuck this, I'm good," and she just stopped, and like her legs were open, and it was just like, "Holy shit! Wow, okay, time to go." Yeah.
Damn, we can't.
Yeah, I want to ask questions, but I don't know what the guidelines are.
Hey,
Never done, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
We got
Because we on Rumble, right? We say anything.
You're on YouTube too, so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check.
You can ask your questions. Yeah, feel free. Yeah.
Nah.
Was it huge?
Yeah, it looked like it looks like a shit, like a ditch.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Like a very perfectly.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nature's crazy that way.
Yeah.
That's probably where they got the idea.
You know what? You might say something there.
Wow. Craziest thing I ever seen was, well, you know, it was a New Year's Eve, and me and my boy, we had actually did some mushrooms as well. And I'm having a good time, man. I told my homie, I said, man, if I hang out with you on New Year's Eve, I gotta be able to spend the night. You know what I mean? You can't go home after New Year's Eve. So we, you know, he tries to do 7 ounces of mushrooms, man. He does like he gets to 2. And so like I'm dancing, I'm vibing, I'm feeling good. This man fall from the stove. So now I gotta go. And I'm on the bus. And when I hit the bus corner of 79th and Ashland, it's a woman walking across the street talking in complete gibberish, like, And I'm staring at her like, what's wrong with this lady? And I look to my left, and another dude staring like me, but he got on a whole Pikachu suit.
They're out there.
And he don't speak. He's a mime. And he did one of these numbers.
Hell no.
Real spit.
It's like lean, but it's liquid weed. Mix it with pop. That shit would be a strand name.
Oh, the shit.
The shit.
The shit would be the
That's
strand
got to
name.
be one already, right?
Right, it probably is. Got to be.
You want the
Look like
shit.
Mick Jagger.
Right.
Look like Mick Jagger live on Dumb Roy.
The shit.
Elephant. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Shout out Mr. 20%.
Wow.
What's the craziest thing you seen while you was high, Mr. 20%? Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I was going down 167th one time. I'm with my homeboy, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? We're smoking, you know. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fucking tumbleweed goes across the street.
Real smooth.
Then we get pulled over. It was like, there was a glitch in the Matrix right there. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, that,
You
yeah.
glitched into
I
a
can
sundown.
see that happening out there. 'Cause, you know, yeah.
That's a good name for a weed strain.
Tumbleweed.
Tumble.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit get real glitchy. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, how do y'all feel about weed content? Like weed, cannabis, THC content?
Oh, like people making videos?
No.
Oh, you
content
mean what's in
like
it?
the potency? Yeah. Like, do y'all prefer it to be high? Like maybe 35%?
Yeah, what's considered? Yeah, the 35% considered high.
I know
That's
what
real
I've been
high.
trying to. That's real.
high.
That's
Like,
real.
a
Oh.
lot of them be like
I
28.
actually bought. I forgot what the fuck that name was, but I bought some in Galesburg when I dropped my son off to college. Yeah, I smoked that shit on the E-way, man.
Yeah.
The Matrix was glitched.
Yeah, it was a fucking glitch. Yeah, it was like I think it was like 34 or 36. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit.
give me all that shit. Give me that.
I feel like
Mm.
I feel like that type of strand though is straight for I need to go to sleep.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
You should not be operating
Right.
vehicles and machinery, right?
Right. You smoke that with a blunt and turn on Star Trek Next Generation, you out of there.
What's the highest THC content y'all think y'all smoke that y'all know of?
I want to say for me, it was like the high 30s. It was like 37 maybe.
Mm.
But I don't think the more, like, I look at it like liquor. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily want to be drinking it every clip. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with
Exactly.
dabs. I don't fuck with, like, I used to fuck with the pens and shit like that. It would be like 90%. But you know what I'm saying? You know, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we grew up, that shit.
This nigga, he said I got lost in my apartment.
Yeah, I've been there.
Wow. Yeah.
We grew up with shit that was like, what, 12%? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it was good though.
Yeah.
You know? I used to be the Reggie man for a while, you know what I mean? So like I don't want to go too I want to be active. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to enhance my activities. I don't want to dead my activities. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what number.
37.
37 something.
Boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not sure what number, but I mean, I done smoked. You know, I done went to grow houses and spots that gave me the tour. You know, the tour, and they, you know, and they bringing out the weed that's presented crate. You know, plucking it right off the you dig. I saw. I can only assume that I done smoked high percentage numbers. You know, done been all up and down Denver when that was cracking, and people show you around, and this is you know, and they give you the whole spiel. So I can only assume I've done high percentage numbers.
Yeah.
But I don't be knowing for sure, man. I still, you know, I still get my weed from
Right. I still
the weed guy.
exactly. I still support my neighborhood pharmacist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really start seeing numbers more till I started frequenting dispensaries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to the number game. You know.
Would y'all rather never smoke again or never make music again?
Shit, that's crazy.
It's off top with them smoke, dog. It's off top because music. If you really into music, that's like a form. That's like your life. It's intertwined and mixed in. You know. I didn't start smoking till I was 30, so I've seen my life without smoking. You know. So that's easy.
You know, it's weird on my end. Like usually I'd be like, I'm not giving up music. But I learned through the past few years that me just making things is really what I I guess I guess feeds me. It's not necessarily music per se. So I don't know. I just realized that I can get my shit off, and it don't have to be with music. I do love to make music, but it's really just making shit that really like. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Essentially. So I guess, man, I don't know. Like, I guess I could give up music and still be fulfilled. I guess that's what I'm saying. Because as long as I'm just making something, and yeah, I guess that's like a huge thing I learned in the past handful of years. That like, oh shit, I could have ended up so many other things, but it just happened to be music, and that's not to devalue it by any means. But it's just like it's a very empowering thought to be like, oh shit, I'm not like confined into this one discipline. I really just want to make shit.
Exactly.
But so I'll keep the smoke. Take that music shit away. I'm good. We don't need it.
Okay. What's y'all go-to munchie combo when y'all
Shit.
fry?
Double dip
Give us a
chocolate.
gelato.
Treason.
Gelato is fire.
Treat open creativity and tap into that
Genius.
domain.
I agree
Facts.
with that.
Facts.
Definitely.
Big facts.
Definitely. I think it opens you up, you know.
I think that's a good way to put it. It opens you. Yeah.
You know. For me, my favorite combo is double dip chocolate peanuts. You get them like the plastic bag out of Jewel in the peanut section or whatever, and they dipped them chocolate peanuts twice. Nah, they already double dipped, so they thick chocolate, milk chocolate.
And it's great that you bring up the number of dips because it matters.
Exactly.
You ever got a pack that was single dip?
Exactly.
It don't taste decadent at all. The ratio is crazy. And I take it one step forward. I've had triple dip before, and it's wilding. That double dip is such a crazy sweet spot that it's important.
You feel me? Because like I literally get them out the Jewels bag. Because if you get the ones in the little plastic ones, they don't double dip them as they're not as large. So like it's a difference.
Yeah, the ratio, man. That ratio important, especially high. For me, I do the wrap snacks.
Okay, yeah.
Bro. Now the Migos got two flavors. They got the double dab ranch, and they got the honey barbecue.
Okay.
Now, what I will usually do, I'm buying both. If they only got one or the other, I am not purchasing them. They got to be together. You take them joints and you mix them together. And you give them a good shake.
Oh, okay. Got you.
It's insane. And it's so insane, in fact, that they now sell them together.
Wow.
I think I heard them niggas. I think I heard them chumps rapping about that. The Dabber Ranch or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Ain't that how it goes though? Like somewhere it starts on the street level and then the industry gets a hold of it. Like we grew up Jokers was getting the sauce on their chips, you know, cheese sauce.
Okay,
whatnot.
yeah.
Now you go to taco in the bag. It's this place called Taco.
Yeah,
in
they
the
was
Bag.
flagrant for that. They was flagrant for that.
Taco in the bag. It was one on Lincoln by Wilson. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
I
about.
said, "Wow, that's crazy." They just
I wrote
snatched
that
up by
taco in the bag.
Yeah, they was tripping on that.
Like, how's that possible?
Them prices was crazy.
Right.
Oh, you been there?
Yeah, I had them before, like at events. They was first popping off, right? They'll be in like an artist lounge or
I'm old school, fun size sneakers. Yeah.
hey, that is a great portion when you had the fun size is a fantastic portion.
I say Reese's Pieces, donut sticks, and
Oh, donut sticks.
yeah, fucking love donut sticks, bro. And ice cream, don't matter what flavor.
That's what's up.
No matter what flavor. What about you, HBO?
Usually like some nachos or whatever the hell's in the fridge.
Mhm.
Yep. That works too. That
I'm
works
lazy
too.
with it, just some shredded cheese and some damn chips. You know?
Bring you back the we bring back the ice cream for a second. Hey, my G.
Ooh.
You
Yes.
fuck with Jenny's?
Jenny's.
You ever had Jenny's? Anybody ever had Jenny's?
Mm-mm.
Come on, y'all. Listen.
I just found out about them like maybe like a month ago.
Hey, listen. You gonna go to your Jewel or whatever spot that you go to, and you gonna see Jenny sitting there, right? You gonna see some decadent flavors. You gonna see a brumble brisk blueberry.
Wow.
You gonna see a honey chestnut something or other, and then you gonna look down at that price, and that price gonna be kind of crazy. Let me tell you right now.
It's worth it.
It's like $10 a car. It's crazy. $10.
Wow.
But let me tell you, it is the most divine ice cream you're gonna get for $9 to $10.
Have to check that
You
out.
see what I'm saying? Now you can go and find something that's like $18 a cart, right? And they're gonna tell you it's made of all this, whoop the bam. But something that you can just pull up to somewhere simple. When you want to treat yourself, fuck with Jenny's, cuz the $9 is gonna feel crazy. But the brumble crisp raspberry,
Wow.
it's crazy. They had a key lime pie the center of flavor was the key lime, right? Now, in most cases with ice cream, what they do when they do like a pie flavor, you get the ice cream that's the flavor of said fruit, and then they put crumbles of like you get clusters
Right.
of the crust. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
What
right.
these fools did, they spun graham cracker into the ice cream, so you're not getting clumps of graham cracker, right? It's literally grain spun into the DNA. They just do some other shit at Jenny's.
Right.
And I say it again, the price is gonna look real crazy.
That price gonna be crazy. You gonna be looking.
And it's wonderful that is right at that price point. Because if it was like $5 or $6, bro, I would have that shit around all the time.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a wonderful celebration ice cream.
Yeah. I used to mess with that Bluebell and get
Okay.
we get the butter pecan. I love butter pecan.
Respect.
As long as you don't get a bad pecan, that'll mess up your little.
The bitter joint. The bitter joint. They in there.
Yeah, but that's life. You know,
No, that's right. It's part of it.
you know what I'm saying?
Every time you get it.
bro. I'm lactose and I still be fucking with the ice cream, bro. So
Yes, sir.
I mean, I just know what to expect.
Exactly.
There's some fire non-dairy options out here now.
Yeah.
I've never tried none of the lactate joints. I've never tried any of them. Like, have you tried any of the lactate joints or anything?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the lactate joints, but there's some foods out here doing
Milk
some
before.
things.
Milk is straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't never
You ain't
tried.
missing on with the milk, 2%.
Okay. Yeah. I don't mess with too much milk anyway. Mainly milk for me is for bacon. You know, I have not found a replacement for milk that has the same consistency,
Yeah.
just like eggs. You know, people say applesauce. I don't know.
It's different. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you could experience reality through someone else's mind, who would it be and why?
I can just experience like through somebody else's brain.
Mine.
Yeah.
For a day.
Oh, okay. What day?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Nikola Tesla.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Nikola Tesla.
I would
Say
have.
nigga.
I would have loved to been. I can't call his name offhand, but the Pharaoh to build the Great Pyramid. I would love to been that joker for
Sure,
a
I was
day.
about to say the same shit.
You know,
Yeah.
because just
He say, what's the one restaurant or snack that's out of business or discontinued that you would bring back on your highest night?
Shout out to the other one.
the other one.
The other one. My other brother.
TGI Fridays. I'm gonna take it back to the early 2000s. They used to do a Jack Daniels sizzling chicken and shrimp dish. It was $12.89. It was quite filling. Always when you got it and it was sizzling. Oh my God. That was a Michelin star meal. You couldn't tell me no different. A Jack Daniels sizzling chicken and shrimp on a Friday night after a movie.
Man.
I would have thought I was in Dubai. You could have told me I was in Dubai.
Man.
What about you?
But it's went to shit since then. So I would bring back to glory.
Me, I'm just mainly thinking about 3J's on the south side. It was like a soul food joint, man. Had like smothered turkey legs with rice, you know what I mean? Like hefty joints. Like you come out there with a buffet and man, you're gonna have to be rolled out of there. So, so like just real food, like not handheld food that comes in paper, you know what I'm saying? Food they give you a plate with a fork and a cloth now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Ace Vito.
I got two places.
Mm.
One is Bennigan's. I miss Bennigan's.
Okay.
Fucking right.
People used to sleep on them. They actually had decent ribs up there for,
Okay.
that place, And the other place would be from the Heights, Savoyas.
Mm.
On Lincoln Highway.
wow.
I heard
Fire ass calamari.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
And they ain't around no more, huh?
They closed down both of them. The other one was in Homewood.
Wow.
Fire.
Wait, was that Thomas?
I say,
Oh shit!
I
Shout
say-
out. My bad.
I'm a cheap ass nigga, but for your money, Old Country Buffet.
Okay.
Old Country Buffet.
Wow. And then you would name the one thing I worked for Old Country Buffet for 2 years. That's my first job.
Oh shit! You got any company secrets? What's the company secret?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Send a grade because
And a lot of that, like some of it was prep, but a lot of that come mixed. But like I did every job in that place but the manager, man.
we've been there. Y'all have been there a gang of times with y'all.
We have stayed through all of the different breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
You got that.
Oh, when the man come out with the meat, they
Hey,
really be
man.
serious about that.
You ever did that?
But they get real.
That's the one I did not do. I never got to carve the meat because them boys be serious. They not gonna give you too thick a slice.
Right.
Hey, them the troops for real. That's why I like to thank for their service. You ever get one homeboy that hook it up and he's just like, we didn't have no connection before this. You just did this for me.
They just nice with that fork and that little blade and stuff, just tapping that boy.
Before they closed down, it was one in I guess it's like the Brickyard, and it was a nigga in there looked like angry 2 Chains.
Oh yeah.
Like he just was so
Look like 2 Chainz, tall like 2 Chainz, but that's
Right,
he was on the carving station though. It was like, hey, reparations, let's go.
right. And you not finna ask him for some more. Like, that's your serving, fool.
Y'all ever had the butter cake from Grand Lux?
No.
So they took our Grand Lux away, right?
Wait, what's Grand Lux? It's just like a
He
diner?
says Domingio's. He said that's Domingio's.
Okay. It was a restaurant on Michigan Avenue. And it was pricey, you know what I'm saying? And like they had like big portions, it was decent. It's kind of like Cheesecake Factory,
Ooh.
but a little bit, you know. But they had, so I think they closed on New Year's Eve last year. I went like maybe like 6 months before that. First time I ever had this shit, maybe my 4th or 5th time going to the restaurant. This fucking butter cake might be the top 5 things I've ever put in my mouth. Like it's like a pillow, but just buttery goodness. Like think about butter and sugar. Just
Yeah. But they ain't around no more?
Well, there's one in Vegas and maybe one in Texas, but not here. That shit was delicious. It was, and funny. White Castle has on a stick.
Yeah, they had the gooey
Them
butter
boys
cake.
is flame.
Now imagine that though at an actual like gourmet restaurant.
Wow.
Okay.
Like man, that shit was diabolical.
You remember Ryan's?
Yeah, right.
Steakhouse?
Yeah.
No, I ain't know about Ryan's.
I've never been to Ryan's, but we went on a road trip and the map told us that it was one still open and it lied.
Yeah, that shit was totally different.
It was heartbreaking.
That honey,
But we
that,
still went there and
that
ate.
butter bread biscuit, whatever them bread, flame off the
Yeah.
nice buffet. I don't even think I ever ordered nothing out the kitchen, straight off the buffet.
So it's kind of like a Ponderosa type joint.
Exactly. Yeah.
He must have no chance. That's
Right. That's the meat Nazi. No more meat.
Hey, listen.
Tell them I used to
Yeah.
keep IHOP coupons.
Yeah.
Probably-
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Always ready.
Listen. I was an avid sitter in an IHOP on a long day. You could find me at an IHOP, cuz. And they always kept a coupon, you had a 2 for 1. It was a banging 2 for 1 coupon. And there was another one where you get the whole, I call it the Grand Slam because I'm a Denny's head for real. But they did the same thing as a Grand Slam. You know, you get 2 cakes, two links, 2 hams.
The 2 for 2.
Yeah. So, and I had a coupon for that one that'd be $6.99. $7, cuz.
Right.
IHOP stay
Man.
on a Tuesday. Man, So I used to keep them, and I used to keep Burger King coupon. We all know about Burger King coupons, right? Come on,
That's
keep
crazy.
them things on you. Free, extra, buy one get one free on the Whopper. Stayed on me.
It's funny. Y'all sit there and name the second place I worked. I worked at IHOP for 5 years. I was a manager at IHOP.
Bless you for your service.
Right.
You work in food service? Thank you for your service, bro. Because I've worked in food service. That shit is the trenches.
What like so I worked at Pizza Hut, so Super Bowl Sunday means everything to me because I'm free now. What's the Super Bowl of IHOP?
Well, see, I used to work at IHOP in Terre Haute, Indiana. And so, like you said, that's a college town. People would sit there for studying, and a lot of people would sit to drink coffee. But on Fridays back in the mid 90s, IHOP used to have all you could eat catfish.
I had fish.
I'm talking about real fish with the bones. I'm talking about the fish, the whole fish.
Every time
Yes.
the coupons came out, the one all the way in this corner, it's fucked up. I remember that. The one
Yeah.
all the way on the bottom in this corner was always about the fish fry. Every fucking sheet, every time.
Wow,
Every
I've never realized that.
They used to clean up on that catfish, dog, and it was good catfish. I don't even like too much catfish, kind of musty tasting, but that catfish was decent. It swims in the mud and stuff, man. It's a bottom feeder, you know.
Oh shit! Damn.
And people like those, like you say, the pancakes, you know, the 2 for 2s. You get them big stack, a double stack of pancakes, you know, with all them syrups at the table. Do not use them syrups at the
Hell
table.
no.
Let them bring you the fresh maple from the spot.
Yeah. Sicko.
You tell why.
Because they sit there all day, and at the end of the shift, the lady, she just wipes them down. The crust probably get into it, and then they don't completely dump them and wash them all the way, but like maybe once a week. So that means you're constantly just pouring syrup on top of syrup, you know, and you know it's got a flip lid on it, so people sprinkle stuff in it, whatever. I'm just gonna dip that little piece off and pour some more in there. You know, it's not really very sanitary. That's all.
Motherfucker slip some fentanyl up.
Never. I ain't never fucked with them. I ain't never fucked with them. They was always suspect. It was always suspect.
It's sitting at the table forever. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And this is when you used to be separated from smokers by a section. Like, oh,
Ain't that crazy? Man, the food takes it so good. Thing. Bring the smokers back in, bro. Bring the smokers back in.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
A chicken tender with some cigarette smoke. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's
when they came out with the mozzarella sticks.
Oh my god.
That shit worked the game.
I think the cigarette smoke go hand in hand with like pizza places though. Like when you used to get like a pizza. Exactly.
You know, you can smell stress relief. You know, that's what it is to me.
Right.
It's people actively trying to relieve their stress.
Right.
And I can appreciate that.
It's crazy. Like they used to have smoke receptacles within the hospital.
What you mean, put you in a box? Nigga, that's crazy.
On the side of the wall.
Nigga, that's crazy.
Oh, hold on.
That was like the 60s and 70s, right? They had that big shit.
Yeah, that's the craziest shit. Smoke on foot.
Yeah, because them fools used to smoke on the sidelines of the football game. Straight.
But you know what, though?
Joe Larry straight got a cigarette in his motherfucking mouth.
Cars with no seatbelts.
Right.
Sitting on your lap in the front seat.
We used to ride in the back of the truck.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
That's why everybody else is pussies.
That's because everybody back then had patience. You know what I'm saying? These niggas now ain't got patience
At all.
for nothing.
You know.
Everything is like.
I have a question. So what would happen if when you were a kid and you went outside, you were playing, you scuffed your knee up real bad and ran in the house crying?
Shit, you spray some Bactine on that shit and get back to it.
Yeah.
Right.
After your mama tell you get your ass back outside or stay in the house, pick one.
If you scratched up your knee and ran off crying, you couldn't come back to the homeboys. You couldn't.
I had no friends like that.
Girls had a little bit of space.
Yeah, I had no friends like that. My friend, we ain't treat each other like that, bro.
See, you must be ultra young because if you got hurt and you ran away crying, you were the biggest chump, lame, all that. And no, you could not come back.
Right.
Could not come back.
Somebody
probably snatched the basketball out of
Right.
You don't need to kick me when there's people like that.
Airplanes scared to drink
Wow,
out of
that's
the
crazy. Right.
There's a video that I saw, a surgeon. So you know how generally speaking, before you scrub in to surgery, you washing your joint and the surgical assistant puts all your shit on so you don't contaminate. There's a video of straight smoking square, light wash, let's go.
Oh, that's true. He said, is your leg broke? and get out my face. He looks exactly exactly. Is what I got. Yeah,
Exactly.
Broken Hey, look, I'll tell you something real quick. When we were really little, I probably wasn't even 10 years old. My mom used to let us go outside in the like on the weekends. My brother and I would get on a raft. And we had a raft. I don't remember where we got it from, but we would go down this like delta. I mean, miles. We were kids, and it still wouldn't come back home till night.
Wow, see what I'm saying?
Well, for the street lights, you know, that was the alarm to get back in the house.
Everybody's alarm. You could go.
We lived in an apartment complex and made a fort outside, slept outside.
Huh.
Gangster as fuck.
Gangsters.
We slept outside in the backyard on Costner one time. We had at least 20% mosquito bites.
Yeah, nigga, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Yeah, I ain't never want to do that.
Amazing.
I don't think I slept outside since I was like maybe 10. My dad took me camping, and then I came back mosquito bites.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
And my mom had just bought me some shoes, and he took me out there. My shit got muddy. Oh,
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
talking about.
We used to go camping several times every year.
It's not being weak. It's just
I
I
ripped
just didn't enjoy it.
I ripped the whole trunk out of my elbow. I didn't tell my parents because if I told my parents, I had to go in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I needed stitches. I didn't get no stitches, you know.
Wow, that's crazy. So you got like a residual mark. Yeah, I see.
That happened when I was 7.
Wow.
Somebody I know slipped on the monkey bars, mouth first.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No, I did that, and these two kids that knocked out, but it was somebody else that did it at school, and all of these shits was on the little mat, the little squishy mat, and like I remember us standing there looking down, like, hey, your teeth, and he was like, no. We were supposed to, after we came back in from recess, we were going on a field trip, and they if they had said anything about them teeth, they weren't gonna be able to go on the field trip. So like, all of us, we like, what the fuck we supposed to do? Like, so everybody just walked away and just nobody made eye contact with nobody. This motherfucker went on the field trip.
Did you just say spongy, squishy thing on the ground?
I don't know what that shit's called.
Yeah, well, that's crazy because what we had was concrete with gravel in it.
Hey, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we
about falling down on some squishy shit.
My bad.
Somebody in the audience wanted to know what's the wildest movie you ever seen while you were high, and they said that their movie was Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Oh man, let me tell you about
Fantasia.
the Fantasia. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hey, the first time we had moms had rented Fantasia for me from the library. I'm I was a Disney head, love all the Disney cartoons. So I was like, oh man, I'm about to see a new one. This is what's up. She put the movie in, and it's like, and the kickoff with a song, and I'm bopping. I'm like, all right, cool. And then like another song came. I'm like, oh, okay. Then another song came. I'm like, what is this? Like, there's no talking at all through this whole thing. Oh, so thrown off by Fantasia. And that was like when I was, I don't know, maybe like fifth or sixth grade or something like that. Man, I came back as an adult, smoking a blunt, and I decided to revisit Fantasia. And my gosh, what an amazing film.
It's crazy.
I haven't seen it as
It's banging. It's just like the arrangements and everything is just super tight. Like it's just, it's just, man, like
Mr. 20% said when we was told to get a switch, we always grabbed the thinnest one. I'm gonna tell you,
y'all just want to keep it in the trauma area.
for
Huh?
me, it was different because if you grab the thinnest one, then they'll make your brother or sister go get yours. So you better get you a good one off.
They gonna get it. Don't make them go get it.
So you better
They
get
gonna
you
get
one
a
of
nice,
decent one. Like you
nice
better
flexible
get you
thick one.
Be like a blade of grass, boy. Slice you up. That's crazy.
I saw Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's crazy. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Marlon Wayans.
Craziest movie I watched is a movie called Holy Mountain. I think you can see it on
Mhm.
YouTube. What it was like promoters for the Beatles or something made a movie. It's got all kind of imagery, alchemists, all kind of dark occult symbology in it, and you just watching this movie like wondering where it's going. Company Flow sampled some of the movie for their Front Crusher Plus album, and you watch this movie, like, where's it going? At the end, it's like, I don't even think you went anywhere, to be honest with you. Like, it's crazy to be crazy.
Holy Mountain is sick.
Right.
Holy Mountain is really cool.
What
I don't
about
think
you?
I can't think of no crazy movies like how y'all thinking about them on top.
No.
No, not no shit like that. I mean, I watched a lot of documentaries, a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
You watch them Faces of Death movies?
oh yeah,
Oh, I saw them I read them as a kid.
oh yeah, yeah. Damn, thanks. It's jogging my memory.
Never seen those hot.
I've seen a motherfucker get beheaded. Yeah, I've seen
I
that.
don't like the way that sounds.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but
I mean, you talk about the craziest shit. I mean,
but I'm not really into gore, so like
right. I mean, that's crazy, ain't it?
right.
Motherfucker squealing like a pig.
And not a movie, but
Like an actual.
what was the what the fuck was the He-Man show called? It's called He-Man or
Masters of the Universe, He-Man and the Masters
As
of
a
the
fucking
Universe.
adult,
That's a valid question.
as an adult, me and him, swear to God, I don't know how fuck we got there, but we was watching the episode and I laughed so motherfucking hard at the fact that all he did was just change into some draws.
Yeah.
With that stupid ass hair. And
Yeah.
like, niggas was like, this guy's amazing. Come on, man.
Yeah, that show was
Like, what's going on?
that show was incoherent.
Yes. And Skeletor is hilarious. I'd like to have lunch with him if I could. Hilarious.
So that'd be the person you
Said why everybody from Gary think they can MJ dance
out
the rest of the world.
I don't know.
You know,
All that.
That's from Gary.
yeah, they from Gary.
It's in the water.
I ain't seen a nigga from Gary that can moonwalk like Michael Jackson yet.
I'll smoke anyone from Gary when you the moonwalk.
Wow. That sound like an open challenge. That sound like an open challenge.
They should.
They should. I mean,
They should.
Is the U.S. taking the gold?
no doubt.
I don't know because
I don't know.
you see,
Right.
like some of them Asian dance troops and stuff.
Smoking us.
Right.
Just off pure discipline.
Exactly. They stuff looking like optical illusions. Like, wow. Like he really did that.
We gonna look cool though.
Right.
Yeah, that's all that matters. We gonna look cool though.
Exactly. You know.
Would y'all rather smoke mid with y'all idol or gas with a random person?
Gas with a random person. Because we gonna learn something together. I don't know you, you don't know me. Let's chop it up.
You'll never want to meet your idols.
Exactly.
Right. Fuck Chris Rock.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
You met Chris Rock?
I seen Chris Rock. I tried to meet Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But,
That's the same thing my mom
he
said.
wasn't very receptive.
Yeah, my mom said that
You know
too.
what
She don't
I'm
fuck
saying?
Chris Rock.
And I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like back in Pookie and New Jack City days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, Chris Rock, man, can I get your? Kept on going. I'm like, I felt like old girl when Craig shut the door. Well, fuck you.
I feel like with my experience from music, I met so many people in music that I was inspired by that were disappointments personally to see. Like, imagine seeing when your most revered come out of a spot you rocking, you know they was smoking crack in the back. You know what I'm saying? And you was like, dang, fam, just was back there smoking some crack. And now you out here, you know, boo, 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 and everybody going. And I'm like, I would have did better just to be able to appreciate the music that I love than to know this inner part of them. You know.
Wait, was the show good though?
I mean,
Was the show good?
it was. I mean, it was a good show.
All right.
But like,
That man,
you know,
let that person smoke their little you did before they got to go on. God damn.
man, I don't.
Do you listen to him now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
like actually, I find because I do a lot of going to places that sell CDs and stuff for $1.
mhm.
I found one of their CDs that I never heard of before, which is one of my go-to plays now. You know what I'm saying? I still respect the music. I just felt like I knew a little too much. I just want to stay with the music. You know what I mean?
I feel that though. Even I'm to the point now where I used to find out about an artist. You want to dig through the catalog, right? You want to go through everything. And I just did that for so long that evolved into now I go through the catalog, but I also want to know the lore. I want to know about this person. And that's just ruined so many people for me. I dwindled down to just being such a casual person now where like I'll find a song and it's just a song. I'm not looking into no interviews.
Exactly.
I'm not looking up the album.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna enjoy this song like I'm a coworker.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that is such a pure love. I'm just gonna enjoy this song. Nothing could ruin it for me.
I mean, even to take that another way, but similarly, being a producer, I spent a lot of my time listening to music, looking to what I could harvest off somebody else's music.
Sure.
So I started learning how to appreciate listening to a song for no reason, not to game myself to be like, let me see what I can
That's what's
sample
up.
off this. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
You know, but man,
That's a tough thing to shut off.
you know,
It is.
exactly.
It
Because
is.
you're always looking for that loop or that little sound. Oh, I can use that. When I'm just like, you know what? Let me just listen to Lightning Hopkins play his guitar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And sing.
That's mad important.
You know what I mean?
That's dope. Would you rather drop a classic album high out of your mind or go platinum sober?
That's the same, man. Because both of
Drop
those
a
are successful. Like a platinum album is considered a classic.
No, the question is, would you rather drop a classic album high out of your mind or go platinum sober?
Oh, give me that platinum sober. That's tight.
Yeah.
Give me that platinum sober. There's so many. Now this, I guess, is speaking to my love of
Because a lot
pop.
of classics don't go platinum. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
sure, but man, we got so many amazing, and I'm gonna take it to pop. Like we got so many amazing pop songs that were made by people, just kind of made by nerds who locked in. You know what I'm saying? Not off of anything. We got so many just amazing songs. Maybe not albums. Like I'm saying, it's bringing it back to just appreciating the song. You know, it ain't about the what was around it. Like we've got so many classic songs made by insanely sober people.
Exactly.
It's great, you know. I'll take that platinum sober.
Definitely. I mean, I'm trying to think of the producer that used to produce the Wailers. He said that he spent so much of his time high that after a while, when he stopped smoking green, that was his journey though. I'm not prescribing that, but he decided to stop smoking green. He wanted to produce more music with no straight face, straight lace, you know what I mean?
I mean, changing the process is important for yourself, you know.
I met Jamie Foxx.
He said,
That fool head.
big Jay Leno. Jay Leno had like the moon. Remember McDonald's had that dude with the moon head? Like his head like that, boy.
Yeah, I
Classic.
know.
Classic because it will get run for generations
I mean,
to come.
platinum song too.
Yeah.
I feel that way. To me, I feel like most of the platinum albums I've come across. Well, I guess it depends Like, are we talking streaming or actual sales? Because like actual sales,
Talk
you
about
move.
overall shit, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got you.
So Mac tonight here. Yeah, that was his name. That was his name.
From McDonald's, the movie?
Yeah.
He brought it in. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. Mac tonight, Hicks shit with some sunglasses.
Yeah. I mean,
Piano, right?
they made toys where he played all the instruments. I had one where he had a saxophone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think every kid that was shit had one of them motherfuckers. Boy, I know I did.
Back tonight, oh man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. I used to remember the line. It was like quarter pound of big milkshake, icy Coke, French fries, fillet of fish, something. And then at the end, I almost got it. And at the end, he was like, and the fork ran away with the spoon. Like they used to have the whole
Right.
Oh
line.
wow.
That was cold.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I think that's when things were more fun. Like I wonder if there's fun today. Like everybody wants to be so serious. Like there's a lot of playful stuff going on. Like Pee Wee Herman, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that was back when they could sell us anything. There weren't no they ain't had no government pressure. They was literally just selling us shit, and it was the funnest shit because they were just trying to sell us shit.
Like back to He-Man. You ever look at He-Man toys, how they like this supposed to come off and it doesn't look like it functions, but they even draw it in the show like
Right.
you know, like why does this have this big ledge hanging?
Because they knew the
off of
toy was gonna, they was just trying to sell us shit. They weren't trying to teach us nothing. They was just trying to sell us shit, and it was
But
mad entertaining.
some of that stuff was dope though. First generation.
Yeah, that's my point. A lot of it's dope because they was just trying to sell us shit. Like, like
You know, and then when I found out a lot of the stuff I liked was another name in the Asian countries, like they had a whole nother story and everything
Yeah.
behind it. It's like, wow, we're just the resale market. Over
Good night for a great taste. Chicken at McDonald's.
It's a good night.
Yeah.
It's a good night. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
For such garbage food, they are the best marketers of all time.
Facts.
Did you ever see the story of how they came to be?
Oh, what the fuck is that with
Michael Keaton. Is it Michael Keaton?
yeah.
That's a fire
I've
movie.
never seen. I'm gonna have to check that.
Man, that shit, boy, dude, that's petty, John.
Like after you see that, like if
Yeah.
you eat McDonald's, like when you every time you pull up, you'll be like
Mm.
fucked up how they did that shit. Let me go read it real quick.
I think if it wasn't for McDonald's French fries, it'd be nothing on their menu. I'd be interested. Like,
Mhm.
Peace,
Yeah.
bear the conversation. What's cracking?
Peace.
What down?
It's,
Yeah.
Man, I don't know that jingle at all.
it was like
You had
icy
that jingle
Coke.
stuck in my
remember it.
head from childhood.
Yeah, there you go.
With some cheese, icy Coke.
That's
Big
crazy.
Mac fillet of fish, quarter pound French fry, icy Coke, thick shake, Sunday, apple pie, and the fork ran away with the spoon. Yeah.
Sound like a Capadonna verse.
Don't trip. Old Dirty is
Hey,
that verse
he
for
don't
real.
say he don't resonate with this. Like, I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers. Oh, y'all too cool.
Do you remember Mac?
Oh, I know you know
Do
it.
you remember Mac though?
I just wasn't privy to McDonald's like that.
Oh, damn.
That was the commercial on TV. It depended on what cartoons you was watching and stuff.
Constantly.
You know what I'm saying? They knew where to get their audience
Mhm.
and how to get their audience. They was
Yeah, but the way dude, how he took the restaurant and he took their name.
Yeah, like for real, and like literally,
Yeah,
he
that's
really wasn't, he
yeah.
really wasn't even on no slick shit. He just
He
slid in.
wow.
he was trying to tell him like, look, man, we should do it like this. And they was like, nah,
Real estate company in the world.
I ain't
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
hear
right,
that. I ain't
right.
trying to hear that.
And dude met a person by happenstance that told him like, hey, fuck what you talking about the land, get the land, get the land, and all that other shit. It'll fall into place. And he looked at dude as like, say word. And then went home and said some shit to his wife or whatever. She spoke a little life into him. Now everybody in this bitch eat $5 meals.
Right.
Oh yeah. Speaking of old shit, lately I've been revisiting DuckTales.
Oh,
They
DuckTales is
fries
banging.
are kind of trash
DuckTales
now,
is banging.
especially depending on what time they grease is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
but
got
that's
to get
everybody though. That's the condition on everybody's fries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing
Cause
though,
you know,
I
they don't, little Tata ain't finna change their grade.
You saying something about DuckTales?
yeah, like I was sitting at home and my son was asking me some shit and he was like, "Oh, I just started watching this cartoon. You want to watch it with me? All right, whatever." And Disney redid DuckTales. Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It's cool.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm like, "Hey, I got some shit." And then I went Disney Plus, pulled that shit up. He was like,
Oh my God.
"What the
Right.
hell?"
Yeah.
He all into like animation styles and all that kind of stuff. This better.
Yeah, because it's
Have you
all
ever
hand
went to
done.
White
It's done by
Castle?
hand.
Yes.
Have you ever went into White Castle and yeah, where's the meat?
Wow.
Damn.
What was the restaurant with the Where's the Beef? Was that Wendy's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Where's the beef?
Where's the meat?
That's
shit.
crazy.
Had all the shorties in the hood yelling, "Where's the beef?"
I mean, I feel like if you was messing with White Castle, that was part of your culture. It was embedded in you. Like your
That's
grandparents
facts.
used to eat White Castle
That's
and
facts.
drink the White Castle coffee and bring you one. You was like, dang, granddad brought me a White Castle. Be like,
White Castle was definitely
Right,
bread.
right.
White Castle was for sure bread into us.
exactly. Drinking the hot chocolate when they used to have the hot chocolate out of White Castle, man.
And
Yeah.
I always love when you go in there and you get the plates. I don't know what it was about the
Yeah, exactly. For your burgers on the plate with still in the box. Yeah. And they always came out. Fries was always hot. Everything hot.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Might
yeah.
go to White Castle out there.
Yeah.
Goddamn
White
it.
Castle sounds fire.
Right.
I
I
always,
just smoke goddamn. I got the munchies, goddamn it, shit.
I always hated the slander
I
on
pay
White
for it in the
Castle,
morning.
man.
Eat it exactly, especially if you go down south and wander into a Crystals, boy. them boys is nasty.
Yeah, man.
Crystal's nasty.
Yeah,
Did we go to Crystal?
says that.
yeah,
We didn't go to Crystal when we went to Alabama?
Only place we were about to go to Bojangles, but I forgot why we pulled out.
yeah.
But do you remember when I stopped eating White Castle for like 10 years?
Yeah.
So the night my brother was born, we had my other brother. We had White Castle, and I got really sick.
Oh,
And it
wow.
probably was because of all the shit I ate earlier before
sure.
I had that. But in my mind, I was like, the White Castle made me sick. So whenever we would go, I would only eat their chicken products or whatever. So like maybe 10, 15 years go by, fucking Harold and Kumar come out. I'm at the crib watching this movie, right? When they finally got to White Castle and he ordered whatever the fuck he ordered, and they
Right.
brung it to the table and they put it down, I saw the plates. I swear to God.
That's what made you come back?
Right.
I live on North Avenue and Central, and
Wow.
across the street from us was a fucking White Castle.
Still there.
I literally put the movie on pause, walked the fuck out the door,
Get out of here.
walked to the motherfucking White Castle. I'm talking about I had a bag with a handle on that bitch.
Wow.
Serious.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get you at least
Brought
10
you
or
back.
more. You gotta get 10 or more to get a box.
crazy.
It's like I just like it was like I could taste that shit up, and then as I was eating them shits, that's when I realized 5 is my limit.
Oh yeah, it is a limit,
I had
or
way
you're
more time.
you're gonna be gaseous.
Hey, listen.
I might die a little bit. Just a little bit.
Exactly.
That is so baked into my DNA. I think every night I used to manage a tattoo shop downtown. So I would drive. I was driving back and forth every day, 7 days a week. Always on my way back home, I would stop at a White Castle and get a sack of 10.
Ooh.
And I promise you, by the time I got to the front door,
Yeah.
there may be none or 2 left. And I was doing this for like a year.
Right.
Real eater here. Real
Right.
eater.
Nah, no
If
doubt.
White Castle make your tummy hurt, get out the game.
And you know
Just
what?
so
it don't make your stomach hurt.
iron.
Like
Bread.
I mean, I'm talking about in the morning. You don't go to
No.
the bathroom. Nah.
No, gives me energy.
Who
It's
thought
my
that,
strength.
that fish would make a good fast food restaurant?
I love it.
Right.
Long John Silver.
Oh,
Right. He said White Castle, Dairy Queen, Long John Silver. I was thinking of Dairy Queen today because I love the blizzards from Blizzards.
Yeah. Oh,
Fire.
come on, man. That's
You know what I mean?
you know, we
all-star.
Yeah.
we grew up. Well, our parents or our families, they grew up in K Town, so we had a Long John Silver's, White Castle, like very close proximity. So like shit, them hush puppies and shit at Long John Silver's, like that's a Saturday for us. Like,
Yeah.
and you know, it's really sad that I think it's only one Long John Silver's left in Chicago city limits.
I used to love them fish fillets, boy.
Catch it now, but yeah.
Yeah, you
Then
know
when
what
they
I'm
came out
saying?
with the chicken planks, like, oh, holy shit.
I do remember chicken planks. Dang.
But back to the White Castle real quick. When I found out how you fix them out of the box, is you got to use the steamer. Use the steamer and steam them boys. It'd be almost like the store.
If you wrap it, you just get a paper towel and damp it a little bit and wrap it around that thing and put it in the microwave.
Yours, see,
It steams, yeah.
he up on a different way, but you got to get a steam
But
level.
that's what you're doing though.
Yeah.
When you wrapping the wet paper towel, you steaming it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Said Miller's Pizza. Hey, hey, it's for real.
You ain't know too much about happiness, baby.
Still open out there.
Right.
What's
Is Miller's Pizza Shop still open out there? I'm not hip to
No,
that.
I'm not hip to that. That sound fire though.
Yeah,
Right, it sound like
I'm gonna look it. I'm gonna look it up.
Miller's? A spot that's just a name?
Yeah.
Pete's? Ricardo's?
right.
Maggiano's?
Right.
It's just one name. It's fire.
Right. Exactly.
It's science.
There's a place up north.
Pequods.
It's a pizza restaurant called
Pequods.
on like Lawrence and Elston. It was attached to a liquor store, so you got to go through the liquor store in order to get to the restaurant. Wow, they closed down, and it's just like, what's wrong? What's going on? Could we help the family in some kind of way?
Right.
Yeah, why y'all ain't say nothing? That's why I'm always like, why y'all ain't say nothing?
Cool.
Exactly. Let us know y'all was coming on Hard Times.
Yeah.
Circulate the block a little more. Hey.
That's what you gotta do.
Hey.
Community.
Exactly. No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
We might have stopped coming because you had a little nasty attitude, but the food was fire.
Exactly.
Need a little help. I don't mind, you know.
Just
With your
don't
nasty
don't
attitude.
cut down on the portions. You said
Hey,
you was serving nice portions before. Don't play.
that's the kiss of death right there.
You know what I'm saying?
When you switch up on the portion, because let me tell you, I'd rather have a lot of mediocre than very little of very, very good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To be frank.
Yeah.
That's how you gonna get me on a regular basis.
Prime example: Five Guys.
Never had it.
Jokers go in there just because they give you too many fries to eat.
It's too much.
Hey,
I think we walk into one of these motherfuckers. I see the price. I was like,
We in Chicago. This is
I'm talking about we walked in the restaurant, we standing in line. I'm like, ooh, this smells like real burgers. I'm super excited. He's like, fuck no, let's go. Damn.
yeah,
The
that's
tone
insane.
was like, there's no negotiation. This is not a conversation. Let's go.
Yeah, we live in a city where the fries should be coming with the burger.
Yeah.
Damn near wrapped in it. Like, why would I go anywhere that does not do that like that? That's crazy.
that was like off top. I didn't used to even ask, did this come with fries? It was like off top. Like, everything come with fries.
Yeah, that's why they don't fuck with Portillo's like that for real. Because it's just like, we in Chicago. Why?
Like, nothing comes with fries in that. Like,
Yeah,
it
what?
comes too much
Right.
money. What would the potatoes hurt? Just put the shit in the bag and let's go. Like, no, for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people that know the real back ways, you can't hit to Gary in about 30, 45 minutes, man. People be taking like an hour and all. You trying to hit toeways and everywhere, man. You got to hit the back ways, man.
And I'm going to repeat, when it comes to this moonwalking, I will smoke anyone from there.
Double down.
If you catch me outside,
yeah, the double
hit
down.
yours, I hit mine. I will smoke you.
Hey. And see, like, I have much love for Gary. Got a lot of family members from Gary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had people, came up during the days when Glenn Robinson was over there at Gary Roosevelt slamming on foods.
You know, was that Big Dog?
Yeah, Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Robinson. Yeah, right. No doubt.
Oh, you yeah. Glenn Robinson was, man, that was my dude.
Man, for real. Like, and he went from like power forward to small forward in the league.
He played
know
in
what I'm
Purdue.
saying?
He can't moonwalk though. I'll smoke him too.
He said he don't believe you. He calling you out. He don't believe the moonwalk
See me
skills is
outside.
impeccable.
I'm talking about real life. I'm not gonna demonstrate this on the internet. I'm talking catch me outside and hit yours, and I'm gonna hit mine.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
And we gonna judge.
yeah. Ages, whatever, whoever you are, pull up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah.
We here all week.
No. Lifetime.
3 shows daily.
You had a poster on the wall at Zoomies in
Mhm.
the hip. Was it in the hip? Yeah, it was in the hip. I was in the hip for some random shit, and one of my kids wanted something in there, so we went in there to go look. And I'm just looking through the racks or whatever. I turn around and ask the salesperson some shit, and behind the register, I say, "That's my motherfucking brother."
That shit crazy, right?
And everybody stopped in the store. And she was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "That guy on that poster is my brother." I was like, "Let me buy that poster." She was like, "I can't do that, man." Bitch, let me buy that poster. Like, we were standing in there for like 2
They ain't let you get it.
She would not give me the fucking poster. And the
Yeah, that shit
manager
was
wasn't
crazy.
in there. I was mad as hell. When I came back again, it was gone.
Man, that shit.
She took it.
Right.
I'm telling you some ill shit about that poster, right?
Come on.
Oh, that's how you see that shit. You definitely from Gary. You definitely from Gary. You definitely yourself. You're exposed. Don't nobody know how to spell Shamo but y'all. Respectfully though, shout out to y'all. Let me tell you some ill shit about that poster though, because I worked for Zoomies for about 6 years. The store manager, I don't know, y'all know what Zoomies is a skate shop in the mall. It's a mall store. I opened the one in Woodfield Mall, and I bounced around a lot, so I was there for quite a few years. And coming to my last year there, music started to pick up for me, right? So I'm starting to get booked for shows, and it's one of those situations where like I got to start asking for the time off, woo woo woo, and I'm at that point where it's like you got to jump out the window or not do it, right? You got to go full in. Them niggas at that job told me, bro, go do that shit, and you always got a spot here.
That's nice.
So one, shout out to that company, and two, the posters now. The posters that was always in the store was only like skaters, snowboarders, all action sports people. And in my head, and I always say it in my head, it'd be crazy, right? It'd be crazy. I could figure out a way to finesse myself on one of these posters, right?
Wow.
So I started a clothing brand with 2 other homies from the same company. We all left the company. We started a brand and got the brand to the point where they started putting it in Zoomies. So then you need posters for the brand to put up in the store, right? Oh shit, I'm gonna put myself on the fucking poster.
Why not?
That's
Gary,
dope.
Indiana.
So in all 1,196 stores, I ended up with I finessed my way into a poster.
That's dope. That's crazy because you get in there on your business terms. I had a flip side. A dude I went to school with, he used to do stock pictures,
Okay.
and like it's a picture of him with another young lady, a young lady, and they smiling with that regular smile. And I promise you, for a little few years span, every freezer section and all the Walgreens I went to, my homie was up on the wall.
That's ill. That's ill.
But that feeling that you get when you see it though.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, like, you know what? I think I did steal. Did I get that damn poster? I feel like I did.
When you see it, and when you get to tell a person, like, man, you know, I seen you.
In the Walgreens, you be up in,
Yeah,
you just got that old stock.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best because that's the shit people
Right.
really see every day. That's like real part of their lives.
Right.
Like being the person on the do rag.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, what up?
Hey, of the barbershop over there, I live off of 79th and Yates. The barbershop around the corner had what's his name, Lil Bibby on the freaking barbershop like this.
I'll take that over the platinum hit right there, bro. That's real culture right there, man.
Like,
You imprinted in culture.
like Barber was feeling that cut.
So platinum record or face on do rag.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Give me that.
I mean, I think
For real?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's parlay that picture into something.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, I had a cousin that did modeling. So over there on 79th and Jeffrey, there was a beauty supply store that had her face on one of the posters outside of there. And I used to say, "Cuz, I see you every day. You don't even think I love you, but I see you daily." You know what I'm saying? She tried to get it, but the same thing, couldn't get the poster. It's like, man, to be, like you say, embedded. But you know what? Back to restaurants, I'm going to tell you a restaurant that really hyped me up.
Yeah.
Real spit.
Please.
Like, he just thought of some shit. He just thought
Well,
of
but
some shit.
really, we growing up in the culture, we hear about L.A. and we heard about Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, man. It must not be the same Jack in the Box because the Jack in the Box they done brought over this way, man. Hardy's killing that, man. Look, Carl Jr.'s
I thought Hardee's and Jack in the Box was pretty
maybe
much the same thing.
maybe that's
I think
it.
the Jack in the Box that's here is like a
It's not
like a
very,
franchisee,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it is.
Because Jack in the Box is the one with the tacos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there was a lot of, so I used to be a general manager for Pizza Hut. A lot of Pizza Huts that closed down, they replaced them with Carl's Jr.
Okay.
Really?
None of them motherfuckers survived. There
Nah.
was one in Niles, right across from Golf Mill Mall.
Right.
There's like three more that I can't think of, but like I think like the culture out here,
Right.
we're looking for specific things.
Yeah, they not on specific. Yeah, they weird with it.
Right.
They got some tasty stuff.
Yeah, but it's
But what void they feel is mad weird.
yeah, and then too, I think also Chicago is a food place.
Right.
People don't play that shit. So when we look at fast food, it's either got to be a certain level of delicious bullshit, or
Right.
it's like something that would like appeal to our palate, like a Checkers.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Them seasoned fries. You know what I mean?
Oh, I miss y'all. I miss y'all.
And the type of pickles that they use, like
Yes, sir.
Oh.
that type of shit.
You know what I mean? No doubt. No
I
doubt.
miss Checkers so much.
Yeah.
That was a nasty downfall.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Checkers and rallies. They used to have the rallies. That's one.
Oh yeah, I used to love rally fries.
Man.
I mean, even though I knew it was the same shit,
Right.
rally was some my shit. That was my shit.
No doubt.
I fucking hate Wingstop.
Yeah, I don't like Wingstop. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like them.
When I found out that Hooters actually had good wings, I was dumbfounded.
Hey man, they changed the wing.
When I found out Hooters didn't have no Hooters, I was done.
So we actually we stayed here for our honeymoon, and like this particular day, it was fucking raining from the ground up, and like we was hydroplaning and shit trying
I'm
to.
talking about that shit looked like fighting the Matrix.
We literally thought we was gonna die, so we were stressed the fuck out. So when we got to our hotel, in the lot was like it was a Red Lobster. It was Fuddruckers like across the street, and I already knew Fuddruckers was not what it was back then, so we knew we weren't going there.
Right.
So I was like, "Well, I never been to Hooters before." And he's like, I haven't either. Fuck it, let's go there.
Right.
First of all, there was no Hooters, and then it was like, I don't know if it was a bad night, but that shit was horrible.
Wow.
Horrible.
Man.
Like nothing about it. Not even the drink I had.
Wow.
That's the story pop. None of that shit.
With my wife, I said, "Damn, no titties."
You got you had to used to go to the one in Atlanta. They used to have the one in Atlanta up under, in that little area up under. I don't know what they call that area, but like I went that Hooters.
Bankhead, buckhead, goddamn it. One of them
Lord have mercy. Them shorts too little for you.
All right, get that.
You know,
All right, would y'all rather hotbox in a car for 3 hours or take 1 milligram edible in public? I mean, 100 milligram.
100 milligrams? But no, we hotboxing for 3. I've done that before. That's a great time.
man, I'm not taking 100 milligram and have to walk around. Like you said at the crib, I get the edible, but like, yeah, I can hotbox 3 hours, still get up out of there and move around. You know what I mean?
Get a little plate of food, get
Right, I'll
something
be
on the
good.
lap. Get that time, shit.
Right.
You got to tape that? Shit. Even better.
Like it's funny, a homie of mine said if you still had a tape deck in your car right now, you have a more intimate connection with your music.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
The texture, man.
Yeah. Because you have to listen to the whole album. You can't just skip through the song.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we about to wrap it up, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for coming on the show, man. Got some music you want to share with people? How could you get your? Tell them how they can get to you. How they can get in contact with you.
Oh man, you know, I'm on all the streaming stuff. Find me on Bandcamp, showyoussuck.bandcamp.com. Hit the YouTube. You know where you find stuff at, man. You know how to find every goddamn thing else. You know, don't I shouldn't have to spell it out for y'all no more. Don't make us come on here and do this. Y'all know how to find the hits. You know how to do the Googles.
Google everything. Yeah.
Pull up on me. I got that work.
That's funny. Good King 3647 on YouTube. It's real simple.
All right, y'all. That's it for us. I'm your boy Swipe God, but Good King and Show You Suck, Heat Detector, and Ace Vito. Good night, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Put the guns down. Pick up a blunt.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.